So hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, welcome my love. Please stick around, don't be a stranger, and do consider subscribing. If this is not your first time here, you already know the drill. You keep coming back to see me over and over and over and over again, so you better be subscribed, honey. So guys, it is Friday morning. It's just before 8 o'clock. I'm on my way to work, but before I go to work, I am going to pick up something from Edible Arrangements. With my with my present position, other than my boutiques, I do work in corporate America, and at one of the places that I manage, I had one of the tenants pass away, and their sister lived with them. She was his caregiver pretty much his entire life. She actually was a caregiver for all of her siblings up until their deaths, and she also cared for her parents up until their deaths. So her entire life, she's been their caregiver, someone's caregiver. So she's really never had the chance to really go out and do things and take care of herself. She never got married, she never had children. So now she's trying to figure out who she is and what she likes to do, and she's still fairly young, so she can do that. But one thing, I was talking to her and I was asking her what kind of things does she like, when it comes to foods and scents and perfumes, just her favorite color, just what kind of things she likes. And guys, she told me that something that she always wanted to do but never was able to was just go in Bath and Body Works, walk around, smell the different scents, and determine what she likes. Guys, can you guys imagine a woman growing up in the United States of America who has never been in Bath and Body Works? She's never been in there. She says she always sees their commercials on TV and she would love to go in there, but she's never been in there. So after work yesterday, because she doesn't know what she likes, I stopped and I purchased her some lotion and some the cream or whatever, like the body cream and the body mist. I purchased her the cucumber melon, because when she describes what kind of scents that she thinks she may like, I thought cucumber melon would be a good one. So I purchased her this. I'm going to give her this today. I also from events that we have, I know she loves chocolate, I know she loves strawberries and all different kinds of fruits, so I got her chocolate covered strawberries at Edible Arrangements. So I'm gonna go and pick that up and give it to her. And the funeral is actually today. I usually don't go to funerals with tenants if they pass away, but I mean they're such good people. They're such good people. So I just, I'm just going to go. Of course, I'm not going to record there. I'm going to go, I'm going to pay my respects. I'm going to go give her these, little gifts. And the type of person that she is, I know that she is going to be so thankful and just grateful for him, because she just loves every little thing that someone does for her. And I'm excited for her. Of course, I'm not excited that all of her family is gone, because her brother was her last living relative, because all of her siblings are gone. Well, last living relative that she was close to and took care of, because all of her siblings are gone and her parents are gone. So now it's just time for her to just focus on herself, and out of everybody she was the youngest. So now it's time for her to focus on herself and take care of herself. And I hope that these little gifts that I purchased for her to give to her, I hope that she really loves and appreciate them. Well, I know she will, but things like this just makes me appreciate life more, because you never know when people are going to leave. So it's important to love on those that you have while you have them. So yeah, I'm gonna stop chatting. I'm gonna go ahead and get down to Edible Arrangements and pick her stuff up, and then I'm going to go to the service. Before I get the Edible Arrangements though, I'm going to go and pop in and make sure everything is doing what it's supposed to do at my office first, because the service is at 11, but I want to have, you know, her edible arrangements for her when we return. And she's not been sad, guys. She's been really happy and upbeat, because she's like, you know what, he was suffering so much, he's not suffering anymore. I was able to do everything that he said he wanted to do for his funeral arrangements, because they had that conversation, and she was so worried that she wasn't going to be able to carry out his wishes, but she was able to carry out every single wish that he had. So she's really been upbeat. She's just like, you know, I knew it was coming, so I'm not sad. I'm just glad that he's no longer in pain, and you know, I'm at peace with that. Now I just got to figure out who I am and what I need to do with my life. Because guys, you know, sometimes when people get a certain age and they lose their entire family, they get depressed and they just don't make it. And you know, even though it's not my job to, but guys, I'm a human being. I love people, and I just want to make sure that I'm doing what I can for her, to make sure that she doesn't fall into that and get all sad and depressed and not wanting to eat and go out, and just, you know, because sometimes depression can kill people. So I just want to make sure that I'm doing what I can do to make sure that that doesn't happen to her, because she's such a sweet person. But like I said, let me get to work, make sure everything is going the way it's supposed to go. Then I'm gonna go get her things at edible arrangements, and then I am going to go and I'm going to go to the service. Of course, I'm not going to disrespect her family and show you guys that, but yeah, that's what I'm getting off to. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, it's been a couple of days since I picked up my camera. I've just been, my spirit just hasn't been as high as it usually is. Just sitting back thinking, you know, reflecting, of course doing things with, you know, with my little people. But in my last clip, guys, I was talking about how at one of the properties that I manage, I had one of the tenants pass away. One of the good things about that, and it's not good that, you know, he passed away, but he was suffering. So he's no longer, you know, suffering, because he suffered for a little while. I had another tenant pass away, guys. And, you know, with this one, he was actually in the building. Myself and my social worker actually went to his apartment and found him. And guys, I can tell you guys, because he was the third tenant to pass away in that building. It's a senior building, so it happens. And you know, when you manage any properties, any commercial properties, any residential properties, and they are senior buildings, 9 times out of 10 those individuals are going to pass away while living there. And 9 times out of 10 it's always going to be either the property manager or the social worker or the maintenance, you know, one of the maintenance professionals that, you know, that's going to go into that apartment and find them. This one really did something to me, because one, guys, from the last time that he was seen to the moment that we found him, he had been in there deceased at least 4 days. And his neighbors began to smell it, and they called me, and as soon as I got off the elevator on his floor, I could smell it. And like I said, he was the third tenant in that building that just, you know, they get old and they get sick and they pass away. So he was the third one that I found in the building. And when someone dies, guys, it's the smell of a dead body. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a scent that you would never in your life forget. And it's like you can't get it off your clothes. You can't get it out your hair. It's like it's embedded in your skin, in your hair, in your clothes. And no matter how much you shower, and it's like it's just hard to explain. Um but for him to be found like that, and to know that he had been there for 4 days based on when he was seen last, um, and to know that there was no family checking on him. I've managed that building for over 2 years. He's lived there for right over a year, and I've never seen anyone come visit him. Never, never, never. Um, Guys, when your family members are getting older, even though they are living in their own places, because this place is, that I manage, it's an apartment, community. um so people, that's their homes, they go in and out as they choose. um but they're seniors. Gosh, just check on your family. Just check on your family, because it really bothers me that he was in there for 4 days before we found him. You know, no friends, no family, no anything coming and check on him. Guys, check on your families, especially those senior members who, are living on their own in their own apartments, especially if they have any type of medical conditions. Even if they don't, check on your families, guys. Check on your families. I would say that I would rather us found him than a family member. I would rather that, because they wouldn't have been able to get in there. They would have had to call me anyway. If someone would have came to visit and they would have been banging on this door, they would have had to call me to get in to open the door anywhere, either me or one of the maintenance professionals. But I would rather we found them, because we don't have that family connection with them. We didn't grow up with them. Of course, when you are in and out of any building that you manage, you're going to build a relationship with people, and you're going to be at a point to where you care about people and only want the best for people. But it's different than, being that person's family and knowing them their entire lives. So I would rather go in and find them than have a family member go in and find them, and then that's the last image that they have of their loved one in their head. But guys, just check on you people. Just check on you people. Because it is really doing something to me that he was deceased for 4 days, and then that he died alone. That really, and I have so many of the seniors in that building tell me, because so many of them, their family members don't come see them, don't call them, don't check on them. The only time they come around is between the 1st and the 3rd of the month, when they want money from them, especially since seniors have received that 8.7% raise in their Social Security this year. So a lot of times they families, they just don't come around until, or some of their families just don't come around until, they want or need some money. And so many of them, when they do come and talk, one of the things that they say they are so afraid of, with having health conditions, and with their age, getting up there and not being as healthy as they used to be, is dying alone. That's one of the most, that's probably the most fear that so many seniors have, dying alone. So guys, check on your people. You have those uncles or those parents or those cousins or those aunts, check on them. Because I couldn't imagine. It'd be so difficult for me to see so many seniors whose families just don't give a damn about them. They don't come see them. They don't call them anything. Especially people who have children. Especially people who have children. Because I don't get that. I don't get how your parent can be alive and living somewhere and you live less than an hour away and you're not seeing your parent every week or calling them or sending them things. I just don't understand. When my parents were alive, I spoke with them every day. One of the things that, and I can't even say regret because this is not something that I had control of, but one of the things that I wish that I could have done that I never got the opportunity to do was pay it forward and take care of my parents the way that they took care of me. I wish I was able to provide for them in their older, age. But I just didn't get a chance to because both of them passed away. Guys, I'm telling you, if my parents were living right now, there is no way they will be living somewhere and I am not talking to or seeing them every day. 9 times out of 10, I would have them living with me. I just would, especially if they had any health conditions. I would have them living with me and I would have, assistants coming in and out to help them, especially when I'm at work. But there would be no way that my parents would be alive and would be having their own place and I'm not in contact with them every day. There definitely wouldn't be a situation to where I'm not talking to them for multiple days at a time. I don't understand how people do that. I just don't understand. But I'm gonna tell you guys, that definitely did something to my spirit, guys. Y'all pray for our seniors, especially those that don't have family who love and care about them the way that they should. Because him being there 4 days before we found him. 4 days. And then, in an apartment community, people go in and out. People travel all the time. If he wasn't, if his windows weren't closed and the circulation system didn't work in the building the way it was, and so, you couldn't smell him. Who knows how long that he could have possibly been in there, So, I don't know, guys. That just did something to my spirit, guys. Love on your people. Check on your people. Please love and check on your people, guys. Please love and check on your people. I don't care what it is. I don't care what happened. Because I know he is going to have family members who didn't check on him, didn't call him, didn't come see him. He's gone. They never can get that back. So I know they're going to be feeling a certain way now because he's gone. And they never can talk to him again. So you don't want something to happen and, someone is gone forever. And you can never get that time back. Once it's gone, it's gone. So check on your people, guys. That's it, guys. Just check on your people. And I know they always say death comes in threes. We don't need a third. So, and I'm just praying. God, we don't need a third. I have no interest in walking in someone else's apartment and finding them deceased. That's I just don't have any interest in doing that. That's not something I want my social worker to do. That's not something I want any of my maintenance guys to do, and I just have no interest whatsoever in doing that, because that takes a toll. That takes a toll. It does. It does. Yeah, guys, just check on your people, guys, and love on them while you can. That's it, guys.